All right guys, we take you on a lot of tours of luxury properties all over Vegas. This time we're in a very special, slightly historic neighborhood to show you a very unique property from two very experienced investors and flippers.
We're here today with Nick and Vera, designers, investors, contractors. They are experts in the field. Can't wait to see this property.
We are in the heart of one of the most vintage areas in Vegas. This is such a cool historic neighborhood with a ton of mid-century homes and a ton of awesome rehabs going on right now. So I can obviously see we're outside this house. You guys took a lot of that inspiration and applied it to this house. So I can't wait for you guys to just go through top to bottom and tell us everything you did.
So there's an incredible amount of work that they did to this property. We're gonna go through the house and go item by item to see how much every item costs and what went into it. If you stay to the end, we'll give you the total amount of rehab that went into this house.
It definitely didn't happen overnight. So how long have you owned this? How long did this thing take?
Well, this was actually a quarantine purchase, February of 2020.
So a while ago.
Yeah, and it is actually a mid-century home. It was built in the 1940s, but it was just completely run down.
So it was completely original when you bought it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I signed 7 properties on this the day I bought this, and it wasn't supposed to close for 7 days. And when I signed that property, I wanted to come see it because it had all kinds of foundation issues. And when it had the foundation issues, I'm like, I gotta go see that. And I only set aside like $30,000 for rehab, and you'll find out how much we ended up spending. And we have holding costs on this for almost 18 months, but we almost tripled the price of this property.
Wow.
So not only did you take advantage of a good distressed property, but the market timing and that hold time played to your favor.
Yeah, the market doubled in the amount of time that we owned it. So we lucked out on it, and it was the only property I kept out of 120 during COVID.
Dang.
Jeez, well, let's go look inside. I want to see the house.
Oh, I can't wait to get inside. Before we show you everything about this house, A to Z, top to bottom, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Okay, now you can come in.
So first thing I noticed is you guys definitely embraced the eclectic feel of downtown Las Vegas and the vintage feel of Vegas in this house. Awesome colors, lots of intense design work here. First thing we noticed is this wall here.
So it was really popular during the mid-century mod period, hexagons, and then bringing also natural materials. So that's all actually real wood hexagon tiles.
Oh, no way, it's real wood. So when you install like real wood, is that more expensive? Is that harder to install?
This is actually floor tile that we put on this wall.
Oh.
I was gonna say, did you make those? Did you have to cut each piece yourself? Or
No, they're
did you buy
interlocking
that?
floor tiles.
Oh, okay.
That we actually glued and pin nailed to the wall.
Okay, so actually a pretty easy thing to do or a hard thing to do?
It was very labor intensive. 2 days for 2 guys to do this project.
Okay, so tough thing to do here. Well, it definitely is a cool accent and in my opinion paid off.
I think so too. So if someone wanted to do something like this, a feature wall like this for their home, what would it cost?
Materials on this about $1,200, and labor was right at $1,000 my cost, so $2,200 for this feature wall. I think it's worth every penny.
I do as well. It looks awesome. Great wall when you walk in. Matches really well with the rest of the house. So show us through.
So as you walk in, here's a living room. You have your Sputnik chandelier and your little dining area. And then we made a waterfall peninsula. This is custom. And we wanted to go with a really black and white theme, as you can see on the outside of the house too. And we wanted all the appliances to be black, so it would just create this long shape. And then over here we have the free floating shelves, just to keep things open and not feel too heavy in here.
Yeah, I know that it's not a huge space to work with, so you have to maximize it. I was just gonna say, walking all the way from the front door, I've already gone through 3 different spaces. A living room space, a dining space, and now a kitchen, and it all flows so nicely.
So I think we gotta know, what kind of countertops are these right here?
Vera, what did you put in here?
Believe it or not, it doesn't look like it, but it's actually a granite.
A granite?
Like they cut the granite in a way that doesn't have that, 90s look. It's not all speckled. It has these beautiful veining.
It definitely doesn't look dated at all. It looks very expensive. So granite can get expensive, although some of them can be very affordable. I'm thinking this one's on the expensive side.
Actually, it wasn't. It was $1,400 a slab, and to put these countertops in was about $5,500 in the whole house.
Not bad. So even going,
Yeah.
even going with an upgraded stone doesn't have to break the bank.
We went prefab, we went fabricated granite, and we actually only spent $1,000 more versus prefab, and that's why it's here.
Looks amazing. You guys did an incredible job with the kitchen. I'm really interested though, what kind of floors are these?
It's LVP.
This is an LVP?
Yeah.
Okay, because we talk a lot about the LVP floors. We've used them ourselves in a couple of our newer high-end properties. So if you're not familiar with LVP, it's a luxury vinyl tile or plank where they look like wood. They're actually made out of what, Nick? Like a PVC material?
They're a PVC with a padding on them basically, and it's waterproof.
So super durable, waterproof, scratch-proof to pets, kids. They last a long time. They're really user-friendly. What does an LVP tile cost?
They're running somewhere around $2 to $2.25 for material, and installed you're paying somewhere between $4.50 and $5 a square foot.
Now let me ask you this, when you installed it at such a cool angle, giving this a little bit more dimension, is that more expensive?
Usually about 25 cents on installation, and materials are about 10% more.
Okay, so not bad. I think it adds a very custom feel.
If you're thinking about using a tile or a wood look floor like this is higher end than the old time laminates, but not as expensive as tile, correct?
Correct.
Something we've been searching for and absolutely cannot find. You know it's been a headache, I know it's been a headache. We've wanted to do a black kitchen for so long, and I'm seeing these perfectly new black cabinets. Where did you find them?
Well, they're ready to assemble cabinets. Vera picked out the color, and we actually painted them and lacquered them all so they have the same finish that they come from the factory on, and they're durable.
So I was actually misinformed. They look brand new, like they came that way, but you guys actually painted these.
Yep, before we assemble them, we set them all out and we paint them.
So nice.
So you bought them white, painted them black.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that adds about $3,000 if you want to custom paint RTA cabinets.
It contrasts against the floor so well. The counters look amazing on them. You guys did a really good job in this kitchen. I want to see the master though.
Before we exit the kitchen, one thing I always like to test, I'm gonna put you to the test right here. Oh, it's a soft close. Gotta love those soft close. In any type of high-end luxury rehab, you have to have the soft close cabinets.
You guys don't miss a beat, we know that. Hey, this fridge, is this repurposed or is this brand new?
Well, it was actually on another remodel we were working on, like on a multi-million-dollar remodel, and
No,
took
This
it
is
out.
like a $10,000
this is a
fridge.
1980 Sub-Zero fridge, and this house was built in 1944. I had to put it in here and give it some kind of vintage feel, because you can't buy this in 1944, so it looks great. You didn't even notice it till you really looked.
No.
Dude, this is awesome. I can't believe you guys won there. That's a $10,000
As far as
savings.
repurposing appliances go, that's a win.
Yeah.
Welcome to the master.
As you can see, I'm enjoying myself already. This is actually not a bad master.
Yeah.
It's not a bad size.
No. One thing that drew me right away is this accent wall.
Yeah, is this is wallpaper, right?
Yes, it is. We took a risk on this one, but we were trying to make it really fun in here and in the whole house and just have a lot of personality.
Yeah.
But there is one thing about it. It's removable.
Oh, you can just peel it right off?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I can-
how is this expensive to put on, or is this, what kind of material is this?
It's wallpaper. They now make it that it's removable. We had a professional do it for us, and it was around like $600 for the wallpaper.
So it's not that bad. As far as accent walls go, the front one was a couple grand, this one's only a couple hundred.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
You know, I gotta say something I noticed throughout the kitchen, the entry room, and now the entire house that we're in the master. The lighting selections throughout the house are really cool and fit it super well. I love the sconces over the master, but I just like the selections throughout. I think they really fit the theme.
Thank you.
You know, the houses of this age can also be a little small, ceilings a little low, and it can make them feel claustrophobic and dark. But you guys put so much light in here.
Yeah.
That's a necessary thing to do.
Absolutely.
So let's not forget the pops of color that you put throughout the house. On the master bedroom, we got these yellow custom barn doors. Did you guys build these yourself, or did you order these somewhere?
No, we built them. We wanted to keep, so there's almost like a diamond theme going throughout. Even in the landscape, you'll see some triangles. I was playing with shapes, rectangles, diamonds.
Yeah, we got
rectangle-
different
yeah,
geometry here, different
triangles.
geometry here.
Exactly. So I kept that going, and you will see the theme in the other rooms too, of those shapes. So that was custom made, and Believe it or not, it's the same yellow as the front door.
Oh, okay.
It's just in different lighting, it changes.
I like
it's
that,
like
though.
the
It's really
perfect yellow color.
Continuous throughout the house.
Yeah.
And now that we're in the master bedroom, we can't forget to check out the master bathroom. One of my favorite parts of any luxury flip is not only the master bedroom, it's the master bathroom. So hop on in there and check it out.
So we had a really small space to work with, but still I wanted to keep that whole, this is like a very mod tile. It also has a texture to it, and it's kind of three-dimensional, and keeping the same counters, but I wanted it to be fun and also feel a little bit like an oasis also, which is why I chose this wall color.
So we've seen the main area of the home, the master bedroom. How many square feet is this house?
1,304 square feet.
1,300, and how many bedrooms?
It's 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
And we have a couple more to see over here.
Yes.
Okay, well tell us a little bit about the floor plan and how you came up with this layout.
Okay, so this floor plan was horrible, nothing functioned, and with the backyard layout, it was the hardest thing ever. And obviously you guys just seen the master bedroom. You know, we have an awesome pool we haven't seen yet, and you guys are gonna see that if you keep watching the video. But as you look down this way and you look this way, you can't see the pool. So we had to make a bedroom/office and a galley kitchen going down with a bar at the end to try to make this flow with the outside. Once you see it, you're gonna be amazed at how much we got out of this property.
This place is amazing. There's a lot of technical features I see that I want to note before we check out the other side of the house. First is this smooth drywall you have throughout the house. What do you call that, and how much would that cost for this property?
Well, there's a couple things about smooth drywall. If you already have old drywall or plaster, which this had plaster, we had to tear everything back to studs. To actually do smooth drywall is usually 5 times more work than if you just rip it off and replace it. So on this property, it was like drywall in a new house. So 1,300 square foot cost me $9,500 to rip the plaster off, completely re-drywall us, and do level 5 smooth wall.
So about $10,000 for a 1,300 square footer.
Yep.
So for a 2,000 square foot house or a median size house, you're looking at $20,000, $25,000.
Yep, and it's worth every penny.
Wow, that's a huge cost. A couple other things I noticed that I want to note out is the baseboards. What size are these?
These are 7-inch, believe it or not. And with 8-foot ceilings, normally we don't do 7-inch, but I just thought the elevated feel just make the ceilings and everything feel bigger, and then when we did it, it actually did.
That's ultra luxury. Typically in our properties, we're still only putting 5-inch baseboards in. So for 7-inch, you went all the way here.
I can tell you also upgraded the house with a lot of smart stuff. So like you have a Nest system in there. Is there anything else that's smart about the house?
Yeah, we actually used Nest, and we actually used special Lutron switches, which you can actually hook up to the Wi-Fi. And this is a complete smart home between the Nest and the Lutron switches. You can do all your lighting inside and out with it.
So coming into the second bedroom of the house, dude, you put just as much work into the second bedroom as you did the master and the rest of the house.
To get the money out of this house, we had to do special features, and every wall, every light fixture, everything we did counted. And you know, this is a particular accent wall that actually has nothing behind it but drywall, and it's just base on the wall and painted black with 2 pendants.
So it's super cheap, super easy to do for people watching?
Yes, this is about a $1,000 feature wall with everything on it, as you see.
That's pretty awesome. And these, where'd you get these? Probably Amazon?
Amazon,
Wayfair?
$49.
So you got a $1,000 custom wall and you got $50 sconces. Look at how amazing this looks for your secondary bedroom. How did you make this room so big? What's your tip?
Well, actually Vera designed it, but she always told me if you have a black wall or the end of a long space with white paint, it makes it look big. I argued with her and she did it in the kitchen and it worked.
So Nick and Landon just pointed out that black accent wall in the bedroom, and I'm noticing another one here in the office. It seems like every room you guys did, you threw an accent in there.
Yes, absolutely. We wanted to make everything memorable, make the buyer, when they come here, kind of overlook the fact that it's 1,300 square foot and think, I just need to have this house, because it just came completely designed beautifully.
I can absolutely see how somebody would think that as soon as they walk in. And now I know Nick, he's a genius contractor, but this looks like it has your hands all over it. Did you design this wall?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. I think
Thank
that
you.
your touch in this house really, really shows. I'm also noticing that the slider is brand new, and we passed by 2 other sliders. Honestly, I see the view from here and I gotta get outside and look at all the work you did out there.
Yeah, let's go.
Guys, this backyard though, come on.
I know.
Who would want to hang out here?
Well, the pool right here is somewhere where I'm never gonna leave. And to be honest, it looks like you guys completely redesigned this. Was there even a pool here? What did you do to this, Nick?
Oh my gosh. There's 2 things about this pool. The vintage Vegas pool, it's actually 10 foot deep.
No way.
Yeah. And I was just gonna put concrete back around here. And of course, Vera, the designer, had to come up with something. And tell them what you did around the edge.
Well, one thing I wanted to do with this outdoor was create almost, you know, an homage to the Vegas, like day clubs, pool parties,
Okay,
you know,
that.
like, so this is the kind of atmosphere I wanted. And so we cut down the pool and made like a slant, so there would be sitting all along, so you can sit with your cocktail in hand
All around.
for a lot of people, maybe even a DJ booth up there, who
Okay.
knows, and then almost like a lake edge.
I like that. So that's something I don't normally find even on $1 million properties and luxury pools. Nick, I gotta ask you, was that an expensive change?
That was a $5,000 change order because we had to cut all the stem wall down, rebar it, re-pour the concrete, and then tile it all.
Wow.
But it's worth it. It feels like a beach, doesn't it?
It feels like a total oasis.
Yeah.
This is like a compound. It's a custom home in vintage Las Vegas, and you guys embraced every bit of that. How much concrete did you pour in this backyard?
Between the front and the back, we ended up pouring 45 yards of concrete, and the cost of that was about $30,000.
30 grand?
Yep. She ordered the concrete, I paid the bill, and I said, oh my God, I can't believe how much this is costing. And then when we were done, it was worth every penny.
So that concrete was very expensive. We're definitely seeing the symmetry and the thought you put into every inch of this. You know, as flippers, I'm sure we get this a lot. You do so much work in one area and you totally skimp on others.
Yeah.
But looking around here, I can see you guys didn't leave any stone unturned. So I want to walk through this entire property because I can tell you designed it from edge to edge.
What are you guys doing?
Hey!
Dude, you guys have so many fun areas in this yard. There's so much room for activities.
Exactly.
This is a total area where you could have just like painted it, left it alone, but you included the landscape, included the new lighting, and some cool chairs. But that's just one area of this backyard. Obviously a very cool hangout. I want to take you guys over here and have you explain what the rest of this yard is used for and how you guys designed it.
This yard never seems to end. How many square feet is a lot?
This lot is 10,000 square feet.
10,000?
10,000.
That's a quarter of an acre downtown Las Vegas. You know, every family wants to talk about this, but obviously I'm a guy, I wanted one thing, and we'll start there. I wanted a horseshoe pit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nice!
That's a $75 repair.
Nice!
Jesse,
Okay.
let's see what you got.
That was online though, a little high.
Jesse's up, guys, not to fear. Jesse's here. Not bad though.
Not bad.
Not
He's
bad.
the man.
Well, Nick got his horseshoe pit and I got my cabana.
So Nick, Vera, you guys didn't skip a beat when renovating this property. I gotta say, it came out tremendously beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
Of course,
Especially from you guys.
from people that flip luxury homes coming in here and looking about all the work that you did, I can tell you put a lot of care and a lot of time into this. And I think your buyer's gonna see all of that as soon as they walk in the front door.
So I gotta know, they wanna know, how much money went into this property?
All right, we spent $280,000 on this rehab.
$280,000 on a 1,300 square foot home sitting on this lot.
Yep. And we purchased it for $210,000. So
Wow.
we're in this for about $490,000 plus carrying costs, about $510,000.
And what are you going to sell it for?
We are in contract right now for $645,000.
Dang, and what's the potential profit if all that works out?
Around $120,000.
Not bad.
120K, not bad for buying a property right before COVID struck.
It was gonna be a $40,000 loss for us. We actually had an offer for $175,000, it was the highest offer after COVID.
Wow. Good for you guys. You really succeeded on this one. If you guys have any questions on flipping properties or what went into this property, make sure to drop a comment below. We're always happy to answer.
And guys, don't forget, you can always get a hold of Nick and Vera on their own channels as well. Nick's is The Real Nick Marietta on Instagram and YouTube, and you can find Vera as Vera Sells Vegas on Instagram. Feel free to get in touch with them. They would love to answer your questions, as would we. If you guys, of course, want to reach out to us, please feel free to do so.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a house. And until then,
We'll see you on the flip side.